Hello, this is your main man Rico Roxx here, coming at you live this is Rico Roxx Social Suicide Podcast episode number 24. Hey everybody, it's your main man Rico Roxx here. Long time no talk. This is going to be the first time I'm doing a heavily edited and pre-recorded episode. I'm just talking to a video recorder right now. I'm not live. I just wanted to talk to everybody for episode 24 and just talk about episode 24 and just keep the podcast running. I know I let everyone down. I did let out 40 episodes, 60 episodes of amazing magic, but I've been beating myself up about my actual podcast episodes. I finally let out episode 22, so that's out on podbean, podbean.com. Finally dropped my episode 22, and episode 23 dropped it instantly. So this is episode 24. Let's talk about it. If I were to just tell anybody what the motive is, what the mindset is, it is many things. Many things. First of all, identifications. What you identify with. Anybody who's listening to this, don't identify with shit. Don't say, I'm this, I'm that. You're not, you're everything. So just remind yourself you're everything. Second of all, it feels good to be back. I have a lot of shit coming up, so I'll be looking forward to the next episodes. I am just on the move right now. I'm traveling, I'm wandering about, but I just wanted to stop and record this episode here. Some of the other lessons I would like to discuss is how grateful I am that you're here. So I just want to give a big shout out to Joe Rogan and Buffalo Trace Whiskey. So today I decided to splurge on myself, and I bought myself some Buffalo Trace Whiskey. I bought a bottle, it was about $30. I drank about half the bottle. It's about roughly 15 shots or so. Feeling pretty good about that. So I just want to shout out to everybody for listening to your main man. And this is episode 24. Recorded and heavily edited tonight. Welcome to Rico Roxx Social Suicide episode 24. And I am joined tonight by a man who is quite unassuming. When I met this person, he just seemed like a normal face in the crowd, nothing too crazy. But he asked for a cigarette not too long ago, and since then, we've become more friendly every time we've encountered each other. And let me tell you, this guy was a freaking angel walking by me the whole time, and he's just fucking magical guy. He's just blowed me away. Did last night. We had a talk. We started talking, and this guy, I would say he's up there on my level of intelligence. Not to brag, but not to sound facetious, or no, not to sound pretentious rather, but he's fucking just, we were having a great talk, and fucking, so I introduced to you the great and powerful Georgie.
Hello, Rico Roxx, and I want to tell you where I'm coming from today. It's outside of a liquor store with a dog next to me and a friend that lives in my apartment. I have a lot of love, respect, and support for those around me, and I hope to enlighten you or delighten you. Have it be either way. I don't matter. It doesn't matter. But let's start off with a topic here.
What about the COVID conspiracy?
Okay, well, my friend in the background talked about the COVID conspiracy, which there is no conspiracy. Unfortunately, there actually is. Unfortunately, there is an actual virus out there right now. And fortunately, we know enough. You, I, friends, know just to say no, just to hinder ourselves from what they want us to do.
All right, well, folks, there's Georgie, and then it's. So, all right. So me and George are gonna just talk a little bit. So, all right, Georgie.
All right, let's talk about something a little bit more lighthearted, right? Like, so, how about this?
How much do you and your girlfriend have sex? Let me ask you that.
I literally just had sex 2 minutes ago, like 30 minutes ago. Yeah.
Once an hour.
No. It's at least let's say 2 to 3 times a day.
Nice, man. That sounds like you appreciate that about her, I'm sure.
Ooh la la.
I certainly do appreciate it, but that's not the basis of why I love her.
Okay.
I appreciate a lot more than just the sex, and the sex is amazing. Don't get me wrong.
That definitely helps, eh? Can you imagine if a girl just was like never wanted to fuck? If she was like, fuck no.
See, we can get some Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Have you had other girlfriends? All right.
I've had many girlfriends, and many of them, and all of them, are still just as willing and able to do it. And I'm not talking about like I have the biggest fucking dick or I'm the best fucking lover in the
Biggest
world.
dick this side of the Mississippi.
But I definitely have a good appendage.
Yeah, that's one thing I miss. I'm single, and the one thing I do miss about having a relationship is how fucking much I used to fuck my girlfriend. That is true. I like that. But I probably could if I put all my effort into fucking, but I'm not really trying to. But yeah, having a girlfriend is nice. Right?
Well, that shouldn't be the end goal.
Well, see, I think that's why I don't have a girlfriend, because I don't know what the end goal should be. But why do you love her then if it's not sex? Is it?
Well, first off, it's not sex, and it shouldn't be the end goal.
Why not?
It has to be something that one is able to grasp and feel collectively. And it's not about being too sexual. It's about being more intellectual, I would say. Like let me poke your mind for a little bit. Let me poke this corridor that you haven't even seen for a while. It's not about sex, and sex is only an aspect that we only can interpret for the most part as a physical motion. But sex should be something way deeper than just physical.
Sure, interesting. But would you say that the desire for sex starts off like strong, just because that's where that initial passion is? What do you say to that? And then just to know that the reason your love can't be that forever, so therefore that shouldn't be the end goal, because that's never gonna that decline is what they say.
I think that's a good question, and I'll start with the first one. Initially, we only see the physical.
Right. So it's
we can't see how she is as a person, her personality, her mind, her shape, her ethnicity, and all these things.
Right, her depth. I mean, you're gonna see that. No, I'm just kidding.
It's like, oh shit, she has $120,000 of student debt. I'm not fucking with her.
See, oh man, that's actually a question nowadays people have to ask on first date. That used to not be a first date. Like now, how much debt are you in?
My sister has a PhD, bro. But like,
ooh, pretty huge dick. Just kidding.
While she's making over $100,000 a year, she still is
paying off school. Oh no, are you serious?
Yeah, but she's gonna get over that, and then she's gonna.
Hopefully,
she will.
I mean, hopefully she keeps working. Looks like she can't afford not to at this point. It seems.
I imagine that it's hard to understand, describe.
A lot of people are opening to that.
My sister is, and she's that bitch that's gonna be like, okay, yeah, no, I don't have any of that. She has like an 800 fucking score, credit score,
That's great.
And I'm like at fucking 6.
Nice.
And no, 6 is not.
No, it's not. You're right. It's pretty. It's like middle. But I mean, nice. It's better than nothing.
Yeah, I guess. So I've never pulled out any loans.
Yeah, I've never had a bank loan. I've only had one bill in my name ever. That's it. I've never bought a house or anything. So that's the thing. One of the things I pride. Well, let's jump into some of the things. I may not have a lot of things, but some things I do have is I feel not a lot of baggage, and debt is a baggage. If you fall in love with someone and they're $5 million in debt, that you kind of adopt that. So one of the ways I feel good about myself is, it's probably pretty good that I don't have $5 million in debt, and so that's something to be grateful for. What do you say?
Well, I certainly agree. I think not having debt is
Attractive.
almost equivalent to
Having to be big.
having.
No, just kidding.
Yeah, I guess so, but no. I would say that it equates to not having debt nowadays. It equates to having money,
Right.
and if you do or you don't.
Right, because you're not going to cost them anything at least.
Exactly. And let me say something else. You're a very good-looking man.
Oh.
And I'm not even like.
You heard that, folks?
But listen, folks, this is a fucking good-looking guy right next to me.
I'm going to just say to him, no you. I'm going to say no you. He's also very good-looking, folks. Me and him are not trying to get at each other, but we can appreciate that me and him could still your girlfriends probably if we probably tried. So
Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and get a cheers on that one.
Cheers on that one. So we're gonna take a cheers on Mr. Steal Your Girl, Mr. Rico Roxx and Georgie.
No, I have a better one.
Okay. Cheers to
Mr. Help Your Girl.
Mr. Help Your Girl.
There you go.
And I'm sure she just took a drink on that as well.
She right now she's like, where the fuck is he?
All right.
Right now she's like, where the fuck is he at?
Damn. No, that's interesting, man. It sounds like you really, and I'm going to keep just poking towards your girl until something else pops up, but it sounds like you really like her, man, and it sounds like you really respect her and you really cherish her role in your life, and I think that is that's just so refreshing in this day and age.
I have 3 older sisters, and I was raised by my mom. So, for me, women have been around me all my life. And
you understand them, you would say, or no? Or is that impossible?
That's a loaded question. I would say that I try to understand them as much as I can, but I will never be able to because I'm not them.
Not with that attitude.
She's
I'm just kidding.
Well, let's talk about it. Like,
okay, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
She's on her period right now.
Your girlfriend?
Can I ever understand that? No. I can't fucking understand that.
No, you can never truly understand it.
So.
Unless.
And then on top of that, I'll go even further.
Sex change. I'm just kidding. Okay.
Don't get me started, man. I've definitely hung out with multiple transsexuals, and I actually really enjoyed it.
How many is many? I want to guess 10.
You're probably about right.
Rico Roxx, baby. So, folks, for anyone who hasn't heard, I am on Apple. Just Rico Roxx Social Suicide. If anyone doesn't know who I am, I'm Rico, ROXX, Rico Roxx, and you can check out RicoRoxx.com. Thank you for listening. And so Georgie, being on her period, does that bother you? Do you sex thing?
Not at all.
It never bothered me neither. I actually, I not gonna lie, I liked it. It lubed it up for me, man. It just made it more right.
It's not the right lube.
See, for me it was.
Nah, it's fucking slushy, dude. It's like a fucking slush puppy.
It's like a slush puppy, folks.
I'm not.
I've never heard it described as that.
Oh yeah, well.
Interesting.
Because it's not really lubricated. It's something that is. It's almost like okay, so you just grounded a bunch of cantaloupe and the best like fucking kale soup that you've ever had in your life, and then
cantaloupe and kale soup,
and then you stuck it inside. You stuck it inside a warm apple pie, and that's where you're at.
Alcohol is a hell of a drug, folks.
Alcohol's
a hell of a drug. All right, kids. But so we're sitting here, me and Georgie, we are drinking. I'm filled up my flask, and we're drinking. What are you drinking on tonight, sir?
This is Svedka.
Woo!
It's vodka that supposedly comes to
Sweden.
From Sweden, but it's a glorified Smirnoff.
Glorified. Sweden. It's such a weird name. What I wonder to salty then.
Hey-o. That wasn't even that good.
But I control the buttons.
All right, folks. That wasn't that good.
I've hit the buttons. I have the buttons, baby.
But I control the words and the buttons.
I have the button. Oh man, I'm that guy. Fucking, what movie was that where Tom Cruise was that fucking bald billionaire? What movie was that? Was that a fucking
Vanilla Sky?
No.
Yeah.
Was that Vanilla Sky? No, I'm talking about. Well,
Yeah.
Vanilla Sky. I have never seen that actually.
Oh my god, dude.
You're kidding me.
Oh my god, you're fucking. That was your favorite movie.
By the way, we're also hanging out with somebody that lives in my apartment right now.
So we're gonna call him somebody that lives in his apartment.
Let me call him
Mystery Man.
Incognito.
Incognito. That's it.
Incognito.
Incognito. Get it?
So Incognito says that it's a great movie. Now let me ask you this. Okay, since you made fun of me for not watching Vanilla Sky, let me ask you: have you ever seen the movie Orgasmo?
Of course, I've seen the movie Orgasmo.
Well, then you have me beat, sir. At least because I wanted to see. I'm gonna start asking people if they've ever seen that.
My best friend told me to watch that movie, and then I think that we were probably around like fucking in 7th or 8th grade. Yeah, and he was like Orgasmo, and then
Great movie.
when he said, "Can you watch Orgasmo?" I literally in my head I was like, what the fuck is orgasmo?
Right.
Or what the fuck is an orgasm? At that point.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Damn, that's mind blower. What you never? So that's how you found out the word orgasm.
Look,
Organism.
Let me tell your listeners something.
Mm-hmm.
Elaborate, please.
Yes.
The first time I had an orgasm, I didn't even know it was an orgasm. Okay. And I was in 6th grade, and I got somebody on the phone. One of my friends, a girl, called me on the phone, and she knew that I was kind of wild and squirrely like this. Like, okay, let's. If somebody wants to party, we're gonna party. And then she had her friend that wanted to party. We went into the fucking we went into the golf course, okay, and the golf course was just like it was open, like there was still motherfuckers like hitting balls.
That's crazy. That is.
But
crazy.
we went underneath, and I had never fucking felt a breast before.
How old were you?
I was in 6th grade.
What year was this?
In 6th grade.
Okay, so 6th grade. So okay.
Right now I am 35.
And 6th grade is 11 years old, probably.
Yeah.
So 11 years old.
No, probably less than that.
10. No, because 5th grade is 10
Okay.
years old.
And then I remember I touched.
That's pretty young.
I touched her tit.
Flat chested or?
No, dude, she had some beautiful cookie ass fucking motherfuckers. And then what? I fucking came like right away.
Do you remember off the touch?
Off the touch, dude.
No way.
Off the touch, I pre-came.
Just got so excited.
Dude, I fucking came all over the place. Dude, I'm fucking 6 years old.
Just
I know.
That's so funny.
Yeah, dude. All right, but here, it gets deeper.
Okay.
It gets deeper.
Plot thickens.
The plot is going to thicken.
His dick doesn't go.
No, it actually does.
All right, but
No, it actually does, because what happens is she wants to suck my dick.
And does she know you came?
No. No, I was just rubbing that shit off, dude. I was like, hopefully, is this normal? Like, no.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You actually thought like that too? Like, what happened?
Dick, I was fucking sick.
Were you worried at all?
I was in sick. No, I wasn't worried. But she wanted to suck my dick, dude.
And it was done. It was out of commission.
No. I was like, let's go.
Really, you were ready to rock, but
Yeah.
Georgie is to the win, folks. Let me tell you, that's one thing I love about Georgie. If no one doesn't know him, this guy, he was telling my stories. He just takes the world by the horns. If the world is a raging bull, he doesn't run. He doesn't fear the pain of the horns. He grabs those horns and he face fucks the bull.
Let me tell you how much I fuck with the horns. I'm literally right here next to a fucking liquor store while my girlfriend is waiting for me right now. That's how fucking about the horns I am.
Exactly. Rico Roxx social suicide with Georgie here. So continue that story. So she asked you to suck her dick. I mean,
No.
I mean, she asked to suck your dick, right?
Yeah.
And you said, let's go?
Everybody there, everybody listening, it gets a little bit wild.
The story ends with the black gangbang in her and him, so. No,
How did you know? Alright, let me tell you how it happened, because I already blew my load just by touching a little bit of a fucking nipple. Because I have never touched the nipple
I
before.
don't remember my first blow. That sucks.
Okay, but look. This was under a fucking, like, birch tree, or oak tree in the golf course. And then we're like, she's still like, what the fuck? What can I, let me see that dude.
Did you stick your finger in her shit?
I was not even, I was not even privy to the fucking,
Completely new game.
yeah, dude, like, I was like.
So no exposure to pornography before this?
Nothing.
Interesting. Wow.
This is in 6th grade, bro.
That's like a fucking world changer. That's like meeting aliens or something. Like, it's like getting abducted. It's just something otherworldly.
This is in 6th grade, bro.
I found porn when I was in kindergarten, so.
Alright, well, let me show you what's not about fucking Rico. What is it? Rico
Roxx, yeah, ROXX, baby. That's it.
Let me show you.
I'm a freak.
Let me show you the way this shit went down. I was scared. I already blew my load.
You were, oh, poor Georgie.
Yeah, I was scared. And then she was like,
Here, sing a song.
Alright, see ya, incognito.
To the universe.
To the universe, he says.
and then she says, I want to suck your dick. I'm like, where? We're in the fucking golf course. And then she says, we'll go to like a random ass fucking house. And we fucking did that.
Just in the porch or what?
We have no idea whose house that was.
Mm.
And so I remember just being out like this. For those of you at home, I'm just laying out my fucking feet, and she's sucking it.
Woo.
And I was. Don't get too crazy, guys. It's not like that. Cause I got hard, but it wasn't that hard.
You got half chub.
I got half chub going, and she was also fucking like, I don't fucking know, fucking 11 years old, man. I was 11 years old too.
Yeah, stop picturing this and getting hard, you fucking perverts.
Yeah, stop it.
Stop imagining an 11-year-old girl.
Actually, but if I have anything to say, she was a hot little baddie.
Yes, folks, they do grow up so quickly.
Oh shit! You don't have a smoke?
No, okay. Do you want to go buy one? I can give you $1 to go buy a Lucy.
Yeah.
All right, folks. I'm gonna send Georgie in the store. He's gonna get a cigarette, and so I'm gonna talk to you. But give me 2 seconds. Here you go. I'm gonna just go ahead and.
I don't even really fuck with this guy. I don't even really know who this fucking guy is. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want you to think that like.
Oh no, it's whatever. I'm not sure. I'll watch the dog for a second. It's all good in the hood.
Yeah, it's 75 cents though.
Just go grab one. All right, folks. Georgie is going in the store, and I'm going to just say hello, folks. Welcome to episode 24. I hope that everyone is enjoying the episode. It is your main man, Rico Roxx here. I am really glad that everyone's watching this. It's Rico Roxx, ROXX. I am on Spotify. I host here on Podbean, 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 and I do podcast episodes, obviously, and I have a YouTube as well, Rico Roxx Social Suicide on my YouTube. I've been posting, and I have videos of me there, me doing all kinds of things, combing my hair, chugging bottles of wine, whole bottles of wine just in 30 seconds, chugging a bottle, all this other stuff, and it's rocking and rolling, so I'm just saying.
Let me talk to this people.
Talk to him. He's back, folks.
Let me talk to the people. And talk to the place. Talk to the person. Rico Roxx. Who is that guy? Do you know him? Do you want to know him? Are you allowed to know him? Let us see. I just got a cigarette. Pretty happy about that. I am George. But you have my dog, right?
Yeah, I was just yeah, I got your dog right here.
But the guy stay here, guys. Sorry about that. I'm gonna go back.
Oh yeah, I'm out of here.
Okay.
We just got kicked it out. We just got kicked it out.
Well, you can keep talking to them. I'm just looking at my stuff.
Come to my pad and continue the interview. I'll be quiet.
No, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good too. Listen. Let everybody that's listening. I love, respect, and support everybody that's there. I'm a little weird, just like Rico is, so let us be weird together. Cheers, and I love you.
Alright. Here you go. Well, shit. You gonna continue this, or are you gonna just take off?
No, I want to continue.
Alright. Oh, you wanna take the dog so I can get my shit there? The leash?
Oh, dog.
Yeah. Alright, folks. Thank you for the interruption. Georgie is still down and keep going, so we're gonna keep this going, but I'm just getting my backpack on and we're gonna move location because it seems like we got fucking kicked out of the damn thing, which is weird. But I'm not gonna make a fuss about it. So anyways, folks, like I was saying, Rico Roxx on Podbean and everything. Everyone come follow me, and now we're gonna just move down here just a little bit, and then we're gonna Alright, folks, so give me one more second. I know that this is pretty crazy, but this is how podcasting is, baby. This is why we do this shit.
Why I do what I do.
This is why we do this shit, man. And we do it, and it's unscripted, and it's like a wave of the ocean. It's like being a surfer. You just have to go out there and chance it.
That's a good way to put it.
And it's beautiful content. I'm sure this episode is going to be one of the best episodes ever. Episode 24 on Rico Roxx, Social Suicide. Where do you have a plan to go, or do you want to just scoot down just like right here? Because he can't kick us out from right here. Like if you just want to kick it right here.
Right here.
Or what was your plan? Where are you trying to go? Oh, all the way has? Well, all right. Rico Roxx, baby. All these fucking thoughts in my head. All these fucking bloods that I'm bled. All that shit, I'm better off dead. I know you don't like to hear it. I don't care cause I'm so done with this. I know I'm gonna end up in places. I'm not even gonna say the words. You know I have been to the fucking worst. And I just go fucking worse. I just keep thinking, bitch, I'm crazy. I know that I throw my life away daily. I do the drugs, I sip them drinks. I fucking go and sign on the nightly. I don't care, bitch, try to fight me. I can't even make it through this war. I thought, man, I had such potential. Wait a second, what the fuck happened? Wait a second, where'd the floor go? Wait a second, why am I falling? Wait a second, why ain't no one calling? Ain't nobody calling me. I'm just sitting here, so darkness. They don't care cause I got no friends. Why? I don't care at this point because all the shit is a loner shit. I'm that loner stoner kid cutty bitch. I know I'm a fucking ticket grilling boner. I don't care cause I'm that lost tweaker. Bitch, I'm a keeper. No, I'm not cause I'll be gone in moments. Blink blanc, where did he go? H, I left on my own, and I know I just be stuck in my zone. I just don't know when to talk on my phone. I just be sitting here stuck all alone. All these fucking pain in my head. I can't even try to express this, cause ain't no one around to hear this. So I just go crazy. Fuck all this madness. Fuck all this shit. I'ma handle this. I'm either killing ya or I'm killing myself real soon. Kill myself real fucking.
Damn, SJ, what up, SJ? Killer in the bit. SJ, big ass Jilla, S Geronimo, not a greedy hoe, or no? Is that what SJ stands for? Not much. I was just rambling off random shit like that because I just got done taking a shot of liquor, and my mind was like, you know, if you take a big fat burning and shot of alcohol, and then your mind does that frizzle for a second, where it's like your mind is just, it's almost like an air horn going off or something, just like your mind is like trying to regain its thought processes because the alcohol is just coursing through the brain, pretty much. Right as you entered, so that's always fun. What you up to though? I'm just sitting here meditating, but not with my eyes closed. Open eye meditation. Your face is very special. And right with the giant shot of liquor, instead of a chaser, I took a mouthful of honey, and it was sitting in the sun for a little bit, so it was like very liquidy, which I'm not used to. So I'm used to the room temperature honey, which doesn't come out so porously. But then when I took it, my mind was like, oh shit, you need something to chase this liquor, a mouthful of liquor, and then I got a bunch more honey than I was expecting because it was a little gooey because it was in the sun, a little container. And so I got a shot of giant liquor and then like a mouthful of honey after it. So my brain was just like, what the fuck is going on right now? But it's pretty awesome because I just coated the airway, the part where after you swallow something, wherever it goes, the intestine connector is coated now with honey. What's new in my neighborhood is I'm homeless now, and so I'm in a new neighborhood, whole new neighborhood, and that's what's new. But I'm actually more at peace in some ways than I was in a negative environment. So that's always good times as well. So if that's new, but I live in LA, so it's not like I got to worry about weather. So it's not. I just live outdoors. Is how they like to call it. California is probably one of the few places you could do that, realistically. But they do it all over the country. But California actually is the more comfortable way to do it because you don't have to really worry about the weather in Southern Cali, baby. People here are in my room or in Podbean? SJ, can I tell you something? There's a lot of names on Podbean, that's why. It doesn't mean that you're an intruder, it just means you're different and you're an outsider. Oh, I thought you were talking about Podbean. I was trying to say, it reminds me of the old job. Yeah, no, it's fucking crazy. That's a whole nother thing right there. That's a fucking weird part of society right now. And it's pretty ashamed, goddamn it. It is. It's a shame that the mass people, the people who are making you feel like an outsider, they're fucking just really, really, really pathetic humans. And that doesn't make them not deserving of life, I guess. So it doesn't make us any better, but they're pathetic is a fact. And they're just little chicks. What they are, they're like little chicks and chickens. They're just chicken people. That's the best way to describe them. They're just chickens. They're not people. They're chicken people. They're just clucking along in their little chicken coops. And you know how chickens are. They peck at you. They're pecking at your ankles. They're pecking at you because they're mad they're chickens, but I refuse to believe, SJ, that people are just naive to it. the whole that defense of pleading ignorance. I'm completely over that. If people are like, oh, they just don't know all the facts, and that's why they still follow the government. That's why they still are fucking purposely just going towards slavery and mental slavery and all this shit. And like, oh, it's because they just, they don't really know that they're being a part of the team that's corrupt. I disagree. 100%. I've watched enough in enough years and enough. I'm convinced that they have some cruel joy of being part of the tyranny. I completely am convinced. I think that pleading ignorance is a beautiful defense. Oh, we don't know all the bad that's going on. Oh, Black Lives Matter. And I think that they are participants in the tyranny. And they feel like if they plead ignorance, that they'll not have to face a consequence. But they're playing dumb. No, well, then you must notice that a bunch of those people who are wearing the mask are like that. They're playing with you. They're playing, and they are playing dumb as fuck. The news is playing dumb as fuck. The restaurants are playing dumb as fuck. Society's playing dumb as fuck. But you know who's not playing dumb as fuck? O.J. Simpson, baby. That nigga don't play. No, you. But at the end of the day, okay, SJ, give me a word to look up. I have the dictionary right in front of me. Give me a word. I looked up the word love last night, and it was not good. It was not just as fucking useless the word love is in defining shit in human communication. It is the exact same way in the dictionary. It gives you no better insight to what that word actually means. Altruistic. I've heard that word. Great word to look up. I have never looked it up, and I've heard it, and I've always wondered. So good job on you. So meanwhile, let me place it just while we fucking wait for me to look this up. So don't go anywhere while I look this up.
Get your head right. Get your mind right. I'm begging you, get your fucking head right, bitch. Why you fucking talking fucking shit? Don't talk shit. Tell Big Rico Roxx, boy, we come through. Make you need to change your socks, cause they wet from that yellow soap piss, bitch. I don't even wear socks, man. I'm not in my first rodeo. I've been through the fucking murder, MUD. You don't know me, you ain't make me, nigga. I'm Rico Roxx, bet you won't break me, cause I can't break myself. Psych, it's a fight every night. I may just fucking end my fucking life with all the fucking drugs and the drinks at night. Holy shit, but for some reason shit don't fuck with me. It just keeps me so fucking free. That's that Rico Roxx. Hang it.
Woo! I was about to be upset because I have a dictionary from. What year is this dictionary from? I think it's like 96. So it's an older dictionary, and then it's not only that, but it says revised, and it doesn't say it's like a student edition or anything, but I was about to be upset because I thought the word wasn't in here. I was like, what kind of cheap ass fucking lame ass dictionary is this that doesn't, because some dictionaries are missing a bunch of words, and that shit's annoying. But anyways, so I didn't find the word altruist, but what I did find, the only thing, the words go altitude, alto, altogether, altruism, aluminum. So like that, the only word that's even going to be fit is altruism, which is that satisfactory for you? Or hopefully so, because it says altruism, and the definition helps nothing. It just says, it does here. It says unselfish concern for the welfare of others. Altruism, definitely the perfect way to describe society. Even myself, I'm a bit altruistic, but society is blatantly over drunk on altruism. So let's give a round of applause for SJ for being such a smarty pants here. Maybe that doesn't make one more time. I like that. So I think I'm a bit altruistic, but I don't think I'm complete. Let me see what it says. It says once again, I guess you could almost say that the word is derived from alter, other. That's how the words alter and then other, because you put yourself above others, maybe. Unselfish. Unselfish. See? Unselfish concern. Okay, wait a second. I just said the wrong thing. I was thinking it was the antithesis of this. I actually was completely antithesis, because it says unselfish concern for the welfare of others. I read it as initially selfish concern or unselfish. I thought it was like, okay, so it says unselfish concern for the others. Unselfish. So which means that they care about other people. So that's the opposite of what I thought initially meant. So unselfish concern, which means they're overly caring because they're putting other people's needs before their own. And that's the opposite of society right now. So what I said before, it is the, what was the first word I just used right now? The antithesis of that. There you go. I just learned the word antithesis last night, so fuck you. Good job. Good word either way, SJ. People think that they're being, SJ says, people think that they're being all to us, but I'm actually being altruistic because I'm putting myself at risk. And even though they look at me with hatred, I do it for them. I do it for the person who doesn't know whether or not they should wear a mask, so that when they see me, they can be confident not enough to know to. All right, but well, I would say that that's really brave of you, and I do that most of the time. And from time to time, I tuck my dick in between my tails and cluck because I do give in, and I want to go the easy way out, and I'll just fucking put the motherfucker on. But that habit is becoming less and less. I'm doing less and less. I'm starting to really, really never wear the mask, but especially a few months back, there'd be a few places where I know they would give me a fuss, so I would just do it, and I fucking am ashamed of myself for that. But even so, there's been, most of the time I would even still be like, there's been plenty of times where I would go in there knowing they're going to put a fuss, or maybe hoping they wouldn't, and then I refuse to put it on, and then I walk out respectfully. I say, I'm not going to put one on, and they say, well, then you can't get it, and then I say, well, thank you, sir. And I make it clear as fuck, like, that's why I can't shop here. Good enough? All right. Well, then I respect your wishes. And I've done that a few times. I'm proud of myself for those days because, just like SJ says, the men in there that looked at me, they needed an answer of what to do. And then that situation, they were all like slaves in shackles looking for a glimmer of answer. And those times I walked out, I knew I saved some men's life that day. And you have SJ says, okay, I have a confession to make. Earlier this morning, I was getting the store ready. I saw this big group of what looked like old rich people, and they were with them, all director, and I knew that they're going to spot me and come over here, so I quickly put on a mask, and they went, shame on you. Shame on fucking you. Uh-oh.
10.
Yeah, no, it's a tough one, SJ. Doesn't it suck, though? Doesn't it suck? That shit does suck a lot. It's hooking that. Right there, with that right there, folks, we're going to call it a situation. That's a situation she had described right now. And what action you take in a situation is very important. And I'm glad that you're treating it as a confession, almost as a sin, because I feel the same way almost. I feel very similar to that because it's doing something that you know at the end of the day is detrimental to all things. And we still do it though, isn't that? It's kind of funny because even us who know what we're doing, we still do it reluctantly. I wonder, and then it makes you wonder how many people are also reluctantly doing things based on sin to them. They don't really want to, but they're doing it. We should ask everybody, are you doing this right now because you really want to and you believe it, or you feel like it's because it'll make you accepted by somebody? I think if then you can start really separating who really is like, no, I believe it, or sure, honestly, I'm only doing this just because I want to not get fussed with. And then anyone who is on the truly believing side and the ones putting up the fuss, we just throw them all in a pit of fire and stay done with it. All right, folks. If you want to join the army, just RicoRoxx221@gmail.com. But anyways, folks, it's frustrating, and I think I do really enjoy the feeling of standing up for yourself. Like, if you go to a place and they're like, put a mask on, just to say like, oh, you really need food. Let's say it's a restaurant. Let's say it's a corner store and you need some item out of there, and it's like, oh, it's almost closing time. It's the only place open. Even so, if you need whatever that person is guarding with their fucking bullshit, with their chicken shit, you could say, whatever they think they're guarding, it's almost worth it to suffer. Like, man, that is a good feeling. So I hope that next time you face that situation, you feel that you don't need whatever they're holding over you enough to really just fucking rub it in their face that you don't need to be a slave, okay? And I hope the same for myself. Hey, actually, I don't know if it's because I'm full of fucking a bunch of liquor or if it's just the mood, but right now I'm feeling like I'm almost on my pride. I would never be a customer at a place that demands I wear a mask again. Like, I feel like that right now. Because I rarely do anything. I'm trying to think of a place that I do still wear a mask at, and I can't really think of a place. So it's almost like, well then, see, but this is the thing where just because they're ruining it, I'm not going to let them ruin mask for me. I'm going to let them ruin it for themselves. I could still wear a mask just for if I truly just want to wear a mask to look ninja-like, or just because, okay, a train is going to come by right now, and I might lose the signal because I'm living right next to the train track, so, and the internet cuts off right as the train's passing by, so I might cut off right now. Goodbye. I hear the horn of the train coming. Okay, goodbye. Yeah, maybe. Or is that? Might still be a bit of ways. I don't know. It could be just because it's loud. It could still be down, but a train's coming soon. I don't know. So just be. I'll tell you if it gets really low. It sounded super close before. But yeah, let me tell you about that. Yeah. So when was the last place? So let me tell you a little story that happened to me since you said so sorry. Oh, okay. Now the train sounds slow. Or is that a car? I know that was a train horn for sure.
Yeah. They come around me. I don't know what's on me. I'm sorry. Yeah. Paranoia, yeah. I can't ever be there for ya. Yeah. But I'ma pull up on ya. Yeah.
I don't know how to talk to you. I don't know how to ask you if you're okay. My friends always feel the need to tell me things. Seems like they're just happier than us these days. These days I don't know how to talk to you. I don't know how to be there when you need me. It feels like the only time you see me is when you turn your head to the side and look at me differently. And last night, I think I lost my patience. Last night, I got high as the expectations. Last night, I came to a realization, and I hope you can take it. I hope you can take it all. I'm too good to you. I'm way too good to you. You take my love for granted. I just don't understand. No, I'm too good to you. I'm way too good to you.